College of the Canyons looking to get back in the win column, trying to find their first conference win of the season, taking on the Citrus Owls here from the Cougar Cage tonight, the first of a men's and women's basketball doubleheader. Hello everybody, I'm Matt Robinson. Glad to have you with us as always here on the Cougar Sports Network. Well, COC, the women's side, has been an up and down kind of a run this year for the Lady Cougars. Lost their last two, 9-7 so far on the year. They've been really good here at home, 7-2, but 0-2 in conference play. Lost to, or actually, let's take a look at that. 7-8 on the year. They actually have won their last one. 1-1 in conference play. So we were actually looking at the wrong sheet. We were actually looking at the men's game sheet, so we apologize for that, and we get back to work on this. But anyway, the Cougars 7-8 on the year, looking for their second conference win of the season, just their fourth home game of the year tonight as they look to pick up back-to-back wins for what would be just the second time this year. The last time they did that was the opening two games of the season. They just have not been able to get on any sort of a run this year for John Wismath's squad in his first season as the Lady Cougars head coach. For COC this year, they've done a good job getting to the foul line, converting their foul shots this year, but everything else kind of middle of the pack this season. Really haven't blown anybody away on any of the offensive or defensive metrics. They have turned the ball over quite a bit, and that's just kind of a nature of the beast. You look, 13 turnovers a game, and while we say that's quite a bit, it's still seventh best in the state of California. As you look, the turnover game is just very high in the women's game so far this year. But we said the rest of the way, the Cougars kind of just middle of the road, nothing really standing out, shooting 35% from the field, 23% from three, 70% from the line this year. They have done a good job on the glass, and a lot of that's due to Lulu Saloom, who's one of the state leaders in rebounds this year. Saloom, the sophomore out of Saugus High School, first in defensive boards on the season with 191, second in rebounds total with 251, and second in rebounds per game. She averages 16.7 rebounds per game, averages a double-double this year, 13 points, 16 rebounds, 3.5 assists, shoots 32% from the floor, plays 35 minutes a game, so she kind of does it all over the place for COC. She'll look for some help from the likes of Monique Fables, April Townsend, and Natalie Satamian. Those four have really been the four horses for COC this year as they look to try and get back in the win column. Facing Citrus today, with Lene Barber as their head coach, the sixth year as the Citrus head coach. She was a former assistant here at COC from 2007 to 2012. The Owls having a tough run this year, 5-10 on the season, but they won their first conference matchup against Bakersfield. Their second one against Santa Monica got postponed. It'll be played at a later date, so this is just their second conference game of the year. Played a not a neutral sites game. Games have the Lady Cougars, so just 1-2 on the road this year, and kind of like COC, kind of middle of the pack everywhere. They do a good job on the glass as well, 30th in the state in rebounds per game at 42, but everything else kind of right around middle of the pack as well. They shoot 37% from the floor, 26% from three, and just like COC, have not won back-to-back games since very early in the year. The first time they did that was back in November. They have not done it since. As we said, they've lost three of their last four. Their last game was a win over Bakersfield, lost the three previous to Moorpark, Orange Coast, and East Los Angeles. So trying to get themselves another win as they're on a one-game winning streak as well. Rhiannon Rayola and Giselle Garcia Nunez, kind of the leaders for the Citrus Owls this year. Those two have been very, very good. Garcia Nunez, one of the state leaders in field goals made this year and field goal percentage. She's 34th in field goals made, 100 for 192, which is 47% from the floor. And that's without shooting any three-point shots this year. She has not taken a three-point attempt this season. As we said, 20th in the state in field goal percentage, 50th in the state in points. She's pretty good on the glass as well. 44th in defensive boards with 87, 37th with total rebounds with 134, and 31st in rebounds per game, averaging 9.5 rebounds per this season. So it's kind of an up-and-down run for Citrus. They'll look to Giselle Garcia Nunez, Rhiannon Rayola to kind of carry the load for them as they'll take on the Cougars. When we come back here on the Cougar Sports Network, we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tip here from the Cougar Cage. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments, time with friends, lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do, and the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
Welcome back into the Cougar Cage. Matt Robinson here with you as we get ready for COC and Citrus here on a Wednesday night from the Cougar Cage. Just the third game of the conference season for COC, only the second game for Citrus. As we'll bring you the starting lineups for both sides. For Citrus, Rhiannon Rayola starting at the 1 guard, Felicity Mendoza starting at the 2 guard, then Jocelyn Escamilla starting as the point guard. Gabriel Valdez as another point guard, and then Giselle Garcia-Nunez as the lone forward on the floor for the Citrus Owls. For College of the Canyons, Monique Faiblesse, the 1 guard, April Townsend really the 1 guard, Monique Faiblesse the 2 guard, but they're interchangeable. Satamian the shooting guard, and then you've got Lulu Saloom at the forward position and Hannah Tolentino at the other forward position for COC. John Wismath, the head coach of the Cougars in his first season, also the COC women's softball head coach, getting ready for softball season to start up in less than a month's time. Can't believe it. January 27th, we will be underway in softball season, which is, can't believe it's already here. It's 2023 now. On the other side for Citrus, Linnea Barber in her 6th year as the Owls head coach. Just waiting on the opening tip between these two as we will get underway. COC and Citrus here on a Wednesday night. It'll be Giselle Garcia-Nunez and Lulu Saloom to jump forward as we get underway. As the Owls win the opening tip and will control the basketball to start. Here's Felicity Mendoza will bring it up the floor, the sophomore guard out of Montclair, California. She'll send it over to Gabriel Valdez. We'll get it up to Garcia Nunez, who is well out beyond the three-point line. She likes to work down low. She has not shot a three all year this year. It's good on the inside. Just 8 to shoot for Citrus. Everything's been on the perimeter so far. Mendoza tries to drive, tried to make a bounce pass. Actually, excuse me, it was Rayola that tried to make a bounce pass. Look at a shot off before the buzzer. It was missed by Escamilla, an easy board for Lulu Saloon. Saloon has her first rebound, and the Cougars will get their first possession on the offensive side. Here's Monique Fables, the sophomore guard for COC. She'll send it to April Townsend, now up top to Lulu Saloon. Saloon out of Saugus High School again, one of the leaders in the state in rebounds, minutes per game, minutes played. Also in free throw percentage. Cougars don't get a chance away though. Citrus going to be able to get a takeaway and go back the other direction. So both sides empty on their first time down the floor. Last time out here on their home floor, the Cougars had a rough shooting night against LA Valley College. Really did not shoot well at all. At one point we're 0 for 11 from the floor to open up the game as Saloon comes down with another one after a miss. She'll send it ahead, trying to find Satanian, picked off by Citrus. And then stepping on the baseline was Rayola, so it'll be Cougars basketball. Talked about the last time out for COC. As we said, started 0 for 11 from the floor, and they shot under 30% in the ballgame. Just had a tough night. Kind of picking up where they left off the last time out on their home floor in that first possession. As they'll get the ball back and try and go to work with 21 seconds on the shot clock, maybe? Sure what the issue is right now. Might be a clock issue at the table here. I think a plug got kicked out of the table is actually what happened. Now that I look, I had a bunch of people, Matt Tapia down there, our equipment manager, trying to figure out what was going on with the table. And got it set up. Cougars get an inbound to Satamian. She'll put a straightaway three up that rattles around and falls in. So the Cougars' first shot of the game goes down. It's a three-pointer from Natalie Satamian, the sophomore out of Granada Hills High School. The Cougars have a 3-0 lead. Just underway, first quarter, COC and Citrus. Cougars in their white uniforms moving to our left. The Owls in those black uniforms with orange trim moving to our right. Here's Valdez pointing out directions. Townsend right with her. She'll skip a pass over to Mendoza. Holds it up above her head. Gets it to Escamilla at the top of the key. Now inside. Garcia Nunez, a nice little move around Saloon miss, but the board pulled down by Escamilla, and she'll put it back. So Citrus has their first bucket off an offensive rebound and a putback, a second chance point for the Owls. And it's a one-point game. Here's Townsend over to Fables. Inside Saloon at the foul line, gets it back out to Tolentino, back to Saloon. She'll try and work down against Mendoza. Had it blocked by Mendoza, or excuse me, Escamilla on the block. She was able to knock it away. Citrus with a chance to take their first lead of the ballgame, so Jocelyn Escamilla with a bucket and a block. She'll go back to work with the basketball, kicks it to Valdez. Up top now to Mendoza. Escamilla trying to get it inside Garcia Nunez, guarded by Saloon. Has 5 to work from the block, kicks it out. Deep 2 on the way, no good. Rebound Fables off the Mendoza miss. And she'll quickly run the floor. Tolentino, good extra pass, but Saloon misses on what should have been an easy layup. And the Cougars, after some good work up the floor on the fast break, just don't get any points out of it. That got Coach Wismath up off the bench, was not happy with it. Cougars try to go back to work defensively. Here's Garcia Nunez trying to back down Saloom and does. Missed though on the turnaround. Tip rebound comes to Satamian. Her outlet pass was behind Fables, but she was able to come up with it. The Cougars will go to work in a half-court set. 3-2 COC. Fables a deep 2 from about 20, no good. Tolentino the offensive board. Cougars go back to work. Satamian fakes a shot, stops and pops from 12, knocks it down. Satamian with all 5 Cougars points here early on, and COC with a 5-2 lead. Just about 4 minutes into the first quarter. Thank you for joining us here on the Cougar Sports Network. First of a men's and women's doubleheader. The men will come up next at 7 o'clock against Citrus. Citrus, one of the best teams right now record-wise in the state of California on the men's side. 11-5, just 2-2 in conference play, though. Already have played 4 conference games. We go back to work in this one. Actually, they're 14-2. I think my numbers are a little bit off on Citrus's side as well for the men's game. Cougars turn it over. It's going to be an over and back violation. So the Owls go back to work, trailing by 3. Valdez will send it up top to Mendoza. She'll get it over to Rayola, who's been quiet here so far. Tries to drive into the paint, got blocked by Lulu Saloon down low. They'll stay with Citrus here, but that's one place where Lulu's been very good this year as well. 33rd in the state in blocks, so 20 coming into the game today. Give her another one right there. So she's got 21 now on the season. And will stay with Citrus with 15 to shoot. They get it inside to Giselle Garcia Nunez. She tries to work around a double team. Missed on the turnaround jumper. Cougars come down with the rip. Towson back the other way quickly. Will slow things up into a half-court offense for COC. Tolentino catches and gets it back to Towson, who will back it off. The Cougars set up a play. Tamian pointing out direction. Gets a look at a wide open 3, tried to bank it home. No, offensive board for Saloon. The putback not there though. Easy rip for Garcia Nunez. And she finds the soft outlet, and Citrus will work back up the floor. Valdez with the basketball for the Owls. She got it over to Rayola, now up to Garcia Nunez. On the far side to Mendoza, who works up to the wing. Kicks it back up top to Valdez. Now to Mendoza at the foul line, working against Faye Bless. Drops it to Garcia Nunez, an elbow jumper that doesn't rattle in. Tip rebound coming through to come and get it was Felicity Mendoza. And a reset here for Citrus on the offensive side, trailing still 5-2. Just a little over halfway into this first quarter. Mendoza drops it off. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Missed on an air ball, might have been partially tipped. Off the far side, and then a foul. Garcia Nunez will get herself to the line. Saloon thought she maybe got a piece of the ball, but it's not going to get credit for it. We'll send Giselle Garcia Nunez to the line for the first time today. First for Garcia Nunez rattles home. 53% foul shooter on the season. Splits the pair, gets it back to a 1-point game, or 2-point game. The Cougars will go back to work on the offensive side. Faye Bless driving, dumps Saloon. Pointless so far, draws a foul, gets herself to the line. And that's definitely not what you want to do if you're Citrus, is put Lulu Saloom at the line. She has been very good from the charity stripe this year. When we look at Saloom's numbers on the season, 83.5% from the foul line. She's 7th in the state in free throw percentage. She's made 67 free throws now on the years. That's her first point of the ball game. Second is good as well. So back to a 5-point lead. Largest lead of the night for COC. The Owls go back to work. Garcia Nunez with the basketball, spinning into the paint, tied up. Possession arrow with Citrus, so the Owls will keep the basketball here. But a good job by COC to flip the possession arrow. Force Citrus into a spot where they now need to try and get a bucket, keep it a 5-point game. As Lenny Barber going to call a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 3:12 to go in the first quarter. COC with a 7-3 lead here on the Cougar Sports Network. Women's basketball action.
The future is yours. So let College of the Canyons help you get ready, reset, and go for it. Get ready for transfer, the workforce, or take your skills to the next level. Reset your career and get back to work quickly. Go to college for $46 per unit. 0 textbook cost class options and apply for your share of financial aid. With convenient class times, flexible on-campus or online options, and free tutoring, the future is yours at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule.
So back to work here inside the Cougar cage, COC and Citrus. Cougars with a 7-3 lead over the Owls. It's just about 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Citrus will work with the basketball. Valdez will send it up top. Rayola puts it on the floor. Couldn't penetrate as she wanted to. Instead, it stays along the outside. Citrus gets it into Garcia Nunez. She'll kick it back. Rayola, a wing three. Too much on it. Hits off the heel of the rim. Satamian with the long board. Sends it ahead to Tolentino, who gets herself out of some trouble. Is right there with her was Valdez. And Tolentino drops a little 18-footer. The Cougars now with a 6-point lead. Largest so far of the night. Another takeaway for COC. Deep wing two from Washington, fresh into the game, no good. But then Tolentino gliding through for an offensive rebound. Gets fouled and gets herself to the line. Tolentino able to knock down the first. 7-point lead for COC. Misses the second. Tolentino this year a 57% foul shooter. So we'll stay at a 7-point COC lead. Trying to work it inside. Garcia Nunez, first real good look for her today, and she knocks it down. It's been tough sledding for her here early on. The Cougars have done a good job around here. Then Fables streaking to the basket, lays one home. The Cougars are right back to a 12-5 lead. All at a 7-point advantage at the moment. Three-pointer on the way. Valdez knocks it down. Citrus trying to find their stroke here. First three of the ball game for the Owls. All of a sudden, it's back to a 4-point game. Cougars had it stretched out for a moment. There's Tolentino, a deep three that's good. So threes from each side. Tolentino knocks one down. After Mendoza hit one for Citrus, the Cougars go back up 15-8. 40 seconds to go here in the first. Tolentino with some solid defense, able to get a takeaway. Satamian with the basketball. She'll try and speed ahead. Dribbles to her left, right into the paint. Around Giselle Nunez, but the layup rattles off the rim, doesn't go. It's Giselle Garcia Nunez able to pull it down. Citrus will play for the last shot here in the first quarter. Mendoza with a basketball. Backs things off, gets a screen. A blocking foul going to be called against Satamian here. second foul on COC. Citrus will bring it back into play. Eight to work here. Valdez driving over the top of Saloom, doesn't go. Garcia Nunez, the rebound, the putback is good. It'll be a 5-point advantage at the end of the first quarter. COC with a 15-10 lead. Take a timeout here on the Cougar Sports Network.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
The future is yours, so let College of the Canyons help you get ready, reset, and go for it. Get ready for transfer, the workforce, or take your skills to the next level. Reset your career and get back to work quickly. Go to college for $46 per unit, 0 textbook cost class options, and apply for your share of financial aid. With convenient class times, flexible on-campus or online options, and free tutoring, the future is yours at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule.
Welcome back into the Cougar Cage, COC and Citrus. Here in women's basketball action. 15-10 COC lead at the end of the first quarter. The Cougars had the ball off the timeout. A miss and then a turnover as Fables was trying to get it inside towards Natasha Sergic. Didn't work out. The Owls back to work with the basketball here. Garcia Nunez catches inside. Nessie Gonzalez into the game, trying to drive to the baseline, had it knocked away from her. It'll stay with Citrus here. The Owls with 9 to work now. Gonzalez working to our left, Fables right with her. Valdez now will put up a deep three. Hits and kind of deadens right off the back of the rim where the rim meets the glass, and it comes easily over to Fables, who will walk it up the floor as the Cougars go to work offensively. Sergic inside. Falling backwards, didn't get a shot away. Or a shot onto the backboard of the glass, so kind of comes as a turnover. COC will try to go back to work defensively here. Citrus on the offensive side. A turnaround shot from Kayla Williams doesn't fall. Saloom will bring it back up the floor for COC. The Cougars will go back to work offensively now after a defensive stop. Fables driving, streaks into the painted area, lays it home. Nice bucket from Monique Fables. The Cougars back with a 7-point advantage at 17-10. Garcia Nunez will send it far side. Valdez drove baseline, got it over to Gonzalez, but she turned it over. She stepped on the sideline. We'll get substitutions as Rana Raiola back in. Natasha Sergic off as Jasmine Washington comes in to take over for her. Kayla Williams comes off the floor for Citrus as the Cougars go back to work with a 7-point lead. 17-10, 7:50 to go here in the first half. Cougars with a 15-10 advantage after the end of the first quarter. The defensive foul going to be called against Gabriel Valdez as she tried to run over the screen of Lulu Saloom. So the Cougars will keep control of the basketball here. Cougars will get it into Fables. She'll drive into the paint. Goes up with the left hand. But a foul going to be called against Giselle Garcia Nunez. Maybe got a small piece of her. Didn't get much. Looked like it was a pretty clean play. But the Cougars will take it. You'll send Fables to the line. a 74% foul shooter for a pair of shots. So Giselle Garcia Nunez with 5, leading the way for Citrus right now. Hannah Tolentino with 6 for COC. Leading the way for the Cougars as Faiblesse makes the first. He's got 5 now. For the 5 Cougar starters on the board, those are the only points so far today for COC. As Faiblesse misses the second, so she splits the pair. Citrus able to pull down the board. We'll go back to work offensively. Morello will back things off. Calls out a play, tries to go to work. Citrus will get it inside. Giselle Garcia Nunez, little turnaround jumper that hangs up on the rim but falls home. So give her 7 now. Back to a 6-point lead, 18-10. 8-point lead just a moment ago, largest of the day for either side. COC's led the whole way. Satamian, little runner doesn't fall. Ball came off the backboard, off the rim to Lulu Saloom, who puts it back and gets fouled and will get herself to the line. Tolentino checking in, Emma Garcia checking in as Faiblesse and Satamian coming off. It's a 20-12 lead, and Saloom at the line to try and make it 21-12, give the Cougars a 9-point advantage here with 6:54 to go in the first half. As she makes the foul shot, Saloom now 3 for 3 from the line. So a 9-point advantage. COC's led the whole way from the second minute in on. Here's Valdez. She has that range. We've seen it already. Hit one from a similar spot, but missed that time off the left. Garcia came down with the rebound. Outlets to Towson, who will work it up the floor. Here's Tolentino on the near wing. Towson in the near corner now. She'll work it back up to the near side wing. Looking, wanted to make a pass to Garcia, instead dribbled it to herself, and then got it to Garcia after they reconnected and got into the correct spots. Tolentino. Drops it Towson. 3 with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Didn't fall. Saloom, the offensive board, looking for a pass. Finds the cutter and Towson, who laid it up and didn't go. Saloom pulls down another offensive rip, missed. Got it back again. Kicks it out Garcia. Cougars make the extra pass to Washington for an 18-footer, no good. And that time Citrus going to come away with the rebound as it bounced to Gabriela Valdez. But Saloom putting on some good work on the offensive glass. Already 9 rebounds in the ballgame. 5 of those coming on the offensive boards. Here's Rayola, who's been quiet so far. Will kick to Garcia Nunez. Drives against Saloom and puts it up over with a little baby running hook that falls. Cougars will slow it up here. Themselves in a half-court set, try and look for an open shot. They'll get to Saloom at the foul line. She'll work from there. Dumps it Tolentino. Dribbles to the foul line, stops it up, kicks it to Towson from the wing, drives baseline, dumps Saloom. Little jumper from about 12 is good. Nice face-up jumper from Saloom that time. Knocks it down, give her 7. She leads the way for COC as the Cougars back in front by 9, 23-14. Valdez. 3 is good. Nice shot from Valdez. Left her wide open. The Cougars sank down a little bit too deep on the defensive side. Valdez makes him pay. Give her 6 now in the ball game. As a 9-point lead turns into a 6-point lead. As Escamilla that time able to swat one away from Saloom, but the ball will stay with COC. Tamian on the floor, along with Faiblesse. Washington and Garcia coming off. For a moment, it looked like Saloom was coming off. But instead, John Wismas says, no, I want my starters back on the floor, and that's what the Cougars have. They get an open look for Towson for 3 from the wing is good. Townsend puts it back to a 9-point lead. Her first bucket of the ball game, so all 5 Cougars starters on the board. The lead 26-17. 4:07 to go here in the first half. Here's Escamilla, or excuse me, Rayola driving. Got it over to Mendoza, now to Giselle Garcia Nunez, and she's fouled by Lulu Saloom. Gonna be the second foul on Saloom. He's gonna send Garcia Nunez to the line, who's made 1 of 2 so far today. Just the first foul of the second quarter on COC. Giselle Garcia Nunez with the first. Lead to 8, it'll stay at 8 as Tolentino the rebound off the miss. The Cougars will slowly bring it up the floor as Townsend running the point for COC. Works off the Fabless screen, dumps it off Satamian. She works off the Townsend screen and dumps it back off to Townsend, who will now get it to Fabless, who tries to isolate. Now working off the Saloom screen. Little elbow jumper with the right hand is good. Nice little shot from Monique Fabless in rhythm. Give her 7, and the Cougars lead now to an even 10. Escamilla on the inside gets a bucket. Escamilla using that length nicely down low. Stands at 5'10", out of Warren High School. The taller players on the floor for either side. Cougars don't really have a good mark for her size with the current lineup on the floor. Saloom forced to try and guard Giselle Garcia Nunez, who stands at 6 foot even. Cougars got an offensive rebound. Saloom tries to little face-up jumper that doesn't fall as Garcia Nunez altered the shot. Citrus back the other way. Rayola trying to drive. Fabless able to strip it out of her hands. And Rianne Rayola says, I wanted a foul on that. I got slapped in the arm, but not going to get the call. She's been stymied so far. No points through the first 17 minutes of the ball game as a timeout on the floor. Just a 30-second timeout. Folks, do you have an online business or a business here locally in Santa Clarita and want to promote it a little bit? We can help you out here at College of the Canyons. Promote your business at Cougar Stadium, the Cougar Cage, COC soccer facility, maybe a ad here on the Cougar Sports Network. Space is limited, so don't wait. Dial 661-362-3491. That's 661-362-3491. Talk to an athletics department representative, and we'll help you out. It's a 28-20 lead for COC. 2:35 to go here in the first half. Citrus with the basketball, they'll bring it in. Valdez a 3, missed it. Satamian able to pull down the rebound as the Cougars did a good job boxing out that time. They go back to work offensively. Townsend, little Euro step in the lane, no good. Didn't quite get enough on it on that little Euro step. Got herself into a position to shoot, but had a defender right there with her and kind of just forced a tough shot. Valdez tries to force the pass. It was behind Rayola, taken away by Fabless. She'll bring it up, little stutter step, drives, lays it off the glass nose. Saloom the rip. Satamian the ball, back to Townsend now. She'll back it up for a second, gets to Fabless in the corner, drives, kicks. Saloom from the foul line says slow things down a little bit and got it back to Satamian. Now Saloom off a good inlet pass from Townsend, gets fouled going to the basket and gets herself to the line. Saloom already 10 rebounds in the ball game. 6 offensive boards, 4 on the defensive side. At a block, 7 points. And a chance to go to the line to get to 9. Already 11 double-doubles on the year, and she's already close to that on the season. She's had double-doubles against Chafee, Hartnell, Sequoias, Shabbat, Palo Verde, which was a triple-double. 12, 22, and 12 in that ball game. Rio Hondo, Allen Hancock, East Los Angeles, Moore Park, LA Valley, and Bakersfield. So I believe, to look at the COC schedule, but I want to say that is at least 3 in a row. She's got both foul shots. It's a 20-point lead. turnover on Citrus here. Ball goes out. So it'll go back to COC. So actually make it 4 straight games for Saloom with the double-double. And she's a point off, making it 5 in a row. The Cougars work offensively. Faiblesse with the basketball. Faces up for a jumper from 18 that doesn't fall. An easy rebound for Giselle Garcia-Nunez. She'll pull it down, and Citrus will go back to work offensively. Garcia-Nunez from the foul line. Works off the dribble, misses. Saloom able to pull down the board. Possession arrow in favor of Citrus. As they say, it was a jump ball tie-up. So the Owls will get the ball back with 1:03 to go. Garcia-Nunez with 10 and 6 so far, leading the way for Citrus. Saloom with 9 and 10, leading the way for COC. Here's Rayola, little runner that falls. Good shot from Rianne Rayola. That's the first time today Rianne has been able to get herself loose for a good look. An 8-point lead, 43 seconds to go here in the first. Satamian off the drive, throws up a shot that doesn't fall. Rebound comes to Mendoza. Citrus with about a 7-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. They work offensively here. Salisbury with the basketball, will send it to Rayola. She'll try and drive against Faiblesse. Asking for some help, dumped it off to Mendoza with 4 to shoot. Kicks it over. Salisbury, a little left-handed jumper, doesn't fall. Offensive putback there for Escamilla. Clock continues to run with 3 seconds. Satavia needs to hurry up and get a shot off. Throws up a wild one off the glass that doesn't go. And the Cougars will take a 6-point lead into the break. 30-24 the advantage for COC. They have the lead up to 10. Citrus with a couple of buckets late. So a 6-point advantage after the end of the first half. We'll take a timeout here on the Cougar Sports Network. Second half action when we come back. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
The future is yours. So let College of the Canyons help you get ready, reset, and go for it. Get ready for transfer, the workforce, or take your skills to the next level. Visit canyons.edu/schedule.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Getting that perfect slice is satisfying, fulfilling, and rewarding too. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh. Slice to order makes a sub above.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
If our turkey had a resume, it would say it's 99% fat-free, filler-free, and raised without antibiotics. But our turkey already has its dream job at Jersey Mike's. Premium meat makes a sub above.
The future is yours. So let College of the Canyons help you get ready, reset, and go for it. Get ready for transfer, the workforce, or take your skills to the next level. Reset your career and get back to work quickly. Go to college for $46 per unit. 0 textbook cost class options and apply for your share of financial aid. With convenient class times, flexible on-campus or online options, and free tutoring, the future is yours at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule.
Welcome back into the Cougar Cage as we get ready for second half action. COC and Citrus. Cougars with a 6-point advantage at the end of the first half break, and they will get the basketball to start here in the second half. Cougars shot 30% from the floor, 10 of 30 in the first half. Citrus 10 of 29, so 34%. So pretty even on both sides. The rebound game pretty even as well. Cougars with a +1 advantage, 23-22. They work on the offensive side. Fables with the basketball. Gotta work around Mendoza. They'll get it over Satamian. Giselle Garcia Nunez out to guard her. Satamian got around her, missed a shot. Saloon pulled down a board, then threw it away. Trying to get it back out. So Citrus the last 4 points to end the first half. Chance to get the first 2 points of the second half. Zorrilla drives, doesn't put it back. Escamilla, the putback chance not there. Saloon with the rip. And the Cougars back the other way. Townsend with the balls. The Cougars working along the perimeter. Tolentino in the near side corner, back up to Townsend. She'll put up a 3, got it. Nice shot from Townsend. Lead back to 9 for COC. Townsend in the first half, 1 of 5 from the floor. That one was a 3-pointer, so now 2 of 6. Down 3 on the other side. Giselle Garcia Nunez, who played all 20 minutes in the first half. 4 of 10 from the floor, puts up another one. She's got 12 now in the ball game to lead all scorers. Lead down to 7 for COC. Just 6 at the break. Fables misses. Rebound finds its way over to Garcia Nunez after it bounced out of a Citrus hand as the Cougars are trying to get a strip, and Citrus go back on the offensive side. Rayola with the basketball, working along the perimeter, waiting for some screen help. Now we'll step into a 20-footer that doesn't fall. Saloon with the rebound will bring it up the floor as she clears the way for Townsend, who will set up the offensive side. Drops for Tolentino, works it along the perimeter to Satamian. Kicks it back, Fables. She'll drive. Little runner, misfire. Saloon gathers it, brings it back. Shot clock reset. There was no reset on it as the ball didn't hit the rim. So the Cougars will have to inbound from down low with 13 on the shot clock here. And it looks like they'll give it to them in front of their own bench. Kind of takes you a little out of rhythm. Fables now. 8 to shoot. Got it to Townsend at the foul line, looking for help. Drops it inside Saloom, off the glass and good. Saloom now with another double-double, make it 5 in a row for her. She looked double-doubles against Banco, LA Valley, Moore Park, and ELAC, and now another one today with 11 and 14. Here in the ball game, on pace to put up another 20-plus rebound night. So here's Saloon, good pass, nice vision to a cutting Tolentino. She gets the easy bucket. Cougar lead up to 11, 37 to 26. Largest of the night for COC as they've led the whole way. Rayola, Valdez. Near side now, Mendoza driving, a couple of steps. Didn't hit anything, couldn't connect with the rim. The Cougars back the other way as Saloon came down with it. She'll run the floor. Gets it to Satamian, who will bring it back to Fables, and the Cougars will slow things up with an 11-point lead. A little over 4 minutes into this third quarter. Here's Tolentino. Back Fables now. She'll try and drive. Dumps it off. Good vision to find Saloon. Takes the extra dribble. Puts it up off the glass and in. Saloon now with 13. for Faiblesse, her third assist of the ball game. And the Cougar lead now, largest of the night at 13, as Lene Barber will call a timeout with 5:40 to go here in the third quarter. 39-26 COC. As it's just a 30-second timeout. Well, if you're hungry and tired of eating at home, head to the nearest Jersey Mike's. You can pick up one of their classic subs like the traditional, the number 7 turkey on provolone. Get it on some of that rosemary cheese bread. Maybe the Club Supreme. I believe is the number 13. Either way, go pick up some Jersey Mike's today. Jersey Mike's a sub above. .540 to go here, third quarter. 39-26, Canyons in the lead. Cougars have stretched a 6-point lead to a 13-point lead here in the third quarter. It's right off the inbound. Giselle Garcia-Nunez thought about a 3, instead decided better rather. She has not taken a 3-point shot this season. Has done most of her work from inside the painted area. She couldn't catch the pass that time. It was a little low. The Cougars go back to work offensively here. Faiblesse with the basketball will get it to Townsend on the near side wing. She'll step into a 3. She's made 2 already today. Give her a third as she rattles it home. Lead 16, 42-26. Valdez has the only 2 3-pointers for Citrus today. Nearly turned it over. Now a tie-up. And actually a foul going to be called. He's going to go against Satamian for a reach. Satamian take off. She had some of the pre-wrap around the kneecaps. Take some off and go back to work defensively. It's a 13-point game. Just the first foul on, or the second foul on Satamian. And one of the 3 Cougar fouls in that first half. Here's Mendoza. 3, no good. Kicks off the heel of the rim, out to Faiblesse, who will run the floor. The Cougars have a chance on a fast break. They get it to Satamian at the block, and she lays it in. Good pass from Faiblesse. Satamian right there, now has 7 in the ball game. Saloon was cutting as well, and just let it go. The closer offensive player. And then Saloon defensively swats it away as Giselle Garcia-Nunez couldn't back her down. Will stay with Citrus here. Should be the second block of the ball game for Saloon. Since the inbound play, Citrus will work offensively. Valdez, Giselle Garcia-Nunez from the elbow, little fake, now bumps off Saloon. Gets up a little shot that doesn't go. Saloon tipped the rebound out, but not far enough as Mendoza comes away with it. And Citrus gets a full reset. Garcia-Nunez again now holds up a fist, wants a different play, tries to drive, and then an offensive foul going to be called as Jocelyn Escamillo is trying to run through the lane and create a screen and just moved right into Lulu Saloon. And that creates the offensive foul. Cougars up by 18. 3:52 to go here in the third quarter. Townsend inside Saloon. Puts up a little jumper that doesn't fall. Rebound Tolentino. Back up Townsend looking for her 4th 3 of the ball game. And she's got it. Another 3 for Townsend. Lead now 21 for COC. 47-26. The Cougars putting it on here in the third quarter. Pouring them in is April Townsend from 3. She's now got 12 in the ball game. All of her shots coming of the triple variety. Giselle Garcia-Nunez couldn't draw the foul. Back the other way comes COC. Tolentino on the pass from Faiblesse gets an easy lay-in. Tolentino in double figures now. 23 is the lead for Kansas. Cougars on 12-0 run right now. They get another takeaway as Rayola stepped on the end line. Satamian off, Washington on. Cougars now 6 of 13 from 3. The lead has climbed to its largest of the night at 23. Here's Faiblesse. Back to Townsend. Puts in her first 2 of the day. Townsend now leading the way for COC with 14. It's a 14-0 run for COC. And it'll stay a 14-0 run as Washington was knocked down. Her and Escamilla got tied up. And there's a foul, but I don't know who the foul is on. Foul is going to be on Escamilla for a hold. Going to be her third. So 2:14 to go here in the third quarter. Cannons with a 25-point advantage goes to work. It's been a 19-2 run here in the third quarter. There's a miss from Washington. Starts at a 21-2 run here in the third quarter. The defense coming on strong for Canyons here. Escamilla trying to drive. Kicks it out. Valdez, 3, knocks it down. Ends a 14-0 run for COC. Valdez now with 9, 3 for 7 from 3 today. There's Tolentino, a step back 3 from deep. No, Faiblesse skies for the rip. Gets tied up. Possession with Citrus, so the Owls will get the basketball back. Kayla Williams, who had 8 minutes in the first half, comes back into the game to take over for Jocelyn Escamilla. Kickball going to be called on Canyons. Stay with Citrus basketball. They get it into Valdez. Misses on the 3, and then an offensive foul going to be called against Kayla Williams for going over the back of Jasmine Washington. The Cougars will get the ball back with 58 seconds to go here in the third quarter and a 22-point advantage. Excellent third quarter for COC. Faiblesse driving, a blocking foul going to be called against Kayla Williams, I believe, here. And it's going to send Faiblesse to the line for a pair of shots. Faiblesse 1 for 2 from the line, make it 1 for 3. Quiet night on the offensive side for her in terms of points, just 7. She averages 14 a game. Misses on the second, so 1 of 4 from the line. She's done a good job elsewhere, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals in the ballgame. Misfire from Valdez. Offensive board cleaned up by Garcia Nunez. The Owls the reset here. Play for the final shot potentially, as there's about a 2-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock here at the end of the third quarter. Ariola, very quiet, just 2 points, 1 of 7 from the floor today. Works away from Faiblesse to her left. Gets it back to Garcia Nunez, foul line jumper, no good. Faiblesse the board. Will she get a shot away? Does. Thought she might have been fouled, but no. And that will end the third quarter. A great third quarter for College of the Canyons. They go on a 21-5 run, and they take a 51-29 lead into the fourth when we come back.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
Fourth quarter we go. 22-point advantage for College of the Canyons, 51-29. Washington down on the inside gets the bucket. An offensive foul going to be called against Williams. Another turnover on Citrus as Canyons couldn't get a shot away last time down the floor. Lead up to 24 for COC. 21-5 run in the third quarter, the difference right now. So here's Saloom already with a double-double in the ball game. Got it back to Fablas. Drove to the foul line, got it to Saloom. Made an extra pass after she went up in the air to Satamian, who knocks down a 16-footer. Satamian now with 9. Gives Saloom her fourth assist of the ball game, or third assist of the ball game. The Cougars now with their largest lead at 26. Garcia Nunez inside to Kayla Williams, trying to back down. Washington countered in the foul for Kayla Williams, her first bucket of the game. She's able to back down Washington. Williams, 6'1" out of Charter Oak High School. Going against the smaller 5'7" Jasmine Washington. That's going to prompt a little change from COC as Natasha Sergic going to come in. April Townsend coming off, Washington coming off. And I believe Tolentino back into the ball game. Williams misses on the foul shot. She's just a 45% foul shooter, and then there was a violation, so it'll be COC basketball. And John Wismath going to call a full timeout here with 8:19 to go. 55-31, COC in front. Here over Citrus will take a timeout with it as well. the Cougars in front. 55-31 as they come back to work with the basketball out of the timeout. Saloom will put up her first three of the ball game. Can't connect, it was short. Rebound on the floor, tied up. Citrus basketball. So rare Lulu Saloom 3 does not fall. Citrus will go back to work offensively. Cougars leading by 24 at the moment. Citrus turns it right back over to COC. So the Cougars will go back to work on the offensive side. Here's Fabless working to her left. Dumped it to Satanian. She'll kick back to Saloom as the Cougars stay on the far side of the floor. Now to Sergic. Over to Satanian. Tries to drive. Throws it back to Fabless, who's guarded tightly by Rayola. She drives into the paint. Stops up. Turns around. Takes a shot that doesn't fall, but Satanian comes away with the rebound. And the Cougars will reset here. Satanian will run the offense this time. Saloom play catch. She wanted to step back into a deep two. Instead gets it to Fabless, who wants to drive with the right hand. Had it stripped away from her. Good defense that time by Citrus, and they'll run back the floor the other way. Rayola driving. She won't get it to fall, but she'll get herself to the line. Fran Rayola has been very quiet today. It's been a tough night for her. Just 1 of 7 from the floor. You look at Rayola's season this year, averaging 10 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. She's played 558 minutes this year, and of course 33 minutes tonight, right around her average of 37 on the year. She should get there as there's 7 minutes to go. She's pretty much been out on the floor the entire time. And she misses on the first. 68% foul shooter, misses on the second, but Williams able to come down with a rebound. Rayola puts up a 3 that doesn't fall. Hit off the front of the rim, and Satamian clears it away. Side to Saloom. Now back to Satamian. There's Tolentino. Now Saloom on the near side wing. Back to Fabless as the Cougars try and work it around the perimeter here. Sergey back to Saloom. Now Satamian off the screen, stops it up, kicks it Tolentino on the far wing. She wants to drive. Back to Satamian. Into the corner to Fabless. 3 to shoot. Fabless going to need to put up a wild shot that doesn't hit anything. Missed it all, so a shot clock violation. Good defense by the Owls that time. We'll see a substitution here as Townsend coming off the floor. Natasha Sergic after a few minutes coming back to the bench. .20 to go here in the fourth quarter. 55-31, COC in front. Stretched it out to a 26-point advantage. Led by 22 after the third, after they went on a 21-5 run in that third quarter. Kept it up in the 20s ever since. Here's Saloom, got it back to Satamian. Straight away thought about a 3, instead faked a couple of times, drove towards the paint, got tripped up as she made a pass. Cougars get the ball back as Rayola just trying to save it, and Fabless fouled on a reach. Probably going to be against Gabriela Valdez. It is. Just the second foul on Citrus here in the fourth quarter. The Cougars inbound from the baseline underneath the Citrus basket on the far side of the floor. Townsend will get it in. Fabless will go to work. Back to Townsend, wing 3 on the way. No good. Fabless pulls down the rebound. Works it back out to the perimeter. Drives, kicks it to Townsend on the near side wing. She'll slow it up for Tolentino. Cougars around the perimeter to Fabless for a 3 from the far side. No. Rebound goes out off of Madison Salisbury, so the Cougars will get it back with a fresh 30. 5:25 to go. We'll see a substitution. Jocelyn Escamilla coming back in. Take over for Salisbury. Less off the inbound. We'll work inside Saloom. Kicks Townsend. Wing 3 on the way is good. Townsend hot from 3 today. She's got 5 triples. She's got 17 points. It's a 27-point advantage. Garcia Nunez on the other side, banks one off the window and in. Trying to counter, but the lead back to 25 for COC. Garcia Nunez a rebound off a double-double. She's got 12 and 9. Look at her numbers this year. 8 double-doubles on the season. Tipped out by Citrus on an inlet pass from Canyons. And the Cougars will inbound from down low. Satamian on the catch will get it to Saloon. She'll put up a deep 2. That is good. Waiting to see if it was a 2 or a 3. There was no signal from any official, so thought maybe I missed one, but it was a deep 2. Saloon now with 15 in the ball game. Riola, deep 2 of her own is good. Riola just 4 points though in the ball games. The Cougars have done a nice job defensively against her. Lead back to 25. Cougars keeping it stretched out. Just about 4 minutes to go here in the ball game. Saloon, who's trying to open up the shooting from the floor for herself here in the fourth quarter. For a moment, Cougars working around Tolentino, now back to Saloon. Tolentino on the wing, she'll drive, throws one off the window that doesn't fall. Offensive rebound, or offensive foul on the rebound, called against COC. It's gonna go against Tolentino. It's gonna be Citrus basketball, 3:45 to go here in the fourth. Remember, men's basketball coming up at 7 o'clock. COC and Citrus. The Owls 14 and 2 on the men's side. Riding a nice long winning streak. Sitting at 11 games right now, going against COC, who's lost their last 2 and hasn't won a conference game yet this year. That one will come up at 7 o'clock here tonight. Valdez at the line, misses the first of 2. Valdez this year, 69% foul shooter, just her first trip to the line today. Makes 1 of 2. Just 14 foul shots in the ball game for Citrus. Compare that to, 9 foul shots in the ball game for Citrus. Only 11 for COC, so it's been a low foul event today. Playing pretty clean. Fabless. Little stop-up jumper from 16 is good. Fabless now with 9. She's rebounded a point off a double-double herself. So Valdez driving. Good pass into Giselle Garcia Nunez, who's fouled and gets to the line. Gonna be her 3rd trip to the charity stripe today. 2 of 4 from the line. And I believe that's the 5th foul on COC. Should put Citrus in the bonus the rest of the way. Garcia Nunez misses the first. 14 and 9 for her. 15 and 9. Cougars with a substitution here as Washington in. Satamian off. Townsend will quickly sprint it up the floor and step into a 3. Why not? She's hot today. 6-3 of the ball game for Townsend. Lead up to 28. 65 to 37. Foul going to be called against COC is going to send Riola to the line. For Townsend, 20 points today. That's her season high. 6 of 11 from 3, 7 of 13 from the field. In her 29 minutes as Riola makes the first. Leading the way with 20 points for COC. Had a rebound and 5 assists. Give her a steal as well. Solid night from her. She's heated up. from beyond as she goes back to work. Cougars up 65-39. Here's Faye Bless, a point and a rebound off a double-double. She'll dump inside Saloon. We'll kick it back to Tolentino. Now to Faye Bless. We'll step into an 18-footer that's short. Kayla Williams able to pull down the rebound up over the top of Washington. Finds the outlet to Valdez, who runs it up the floor. Got it to Giselle Garcia Nunez, who's called for travel. Kind of running in the lane. Couldn't decide whether she should dribble or put up a shot. Decided to put up a shot. Took too many steps. So 2:15 to go here. COC with a nice little cushion. Travel going to be called against Emma Garcia. Lost the ball, got it back. Gets it to Giselle Garcia Nunez. She'll kick it over to Valdez, who will put up a three. Is good. Valdez, when you leave for opening, do not get a defensive hand up in her face. Has been good from three today. It's her fourth triple of the ball game as the Cougars turn it over. 1:40 to go in a 23-point lead, though. Not much harm can be done. Raiola will step back into a three. She knocks one down. All right, back-to-back triples for Citrus. Lead down to 20, but inside 90 seconds to go. Cougars can play the shot clock game here. Citrus a few fouls to give if they wanted. I think at this point. Just trying to make it tight as Townsend adds to her career high as a Cougar with 22 now. 60 seconds to go in the ball game. 67-45. Canyons cruising after a 21-5 third quarter. That's really the difference in the ball game as Kayla Williams gets a bucket. .35 to go, a 20-point game. A foul called on Citrus. Goes against Raiola. Salute catches. The inbound, put it on the floor, turnaround jumper that doesn't fall, spun out. Williams with the offense or the defensive board finds the outlet pass. Three-pointer from Valdez is good. Lead down to 17, but 13 left. You need to make up 17 points. You do get the ball back, but put this one away. COC gonna get a win. Should have been a bigger win, but you'll take it. Giselle Garcia Nunez with 15 and 10, a double-double. For Citrus, her 9th of the year. For Canyons, Lulu Saloom, 15 and 17. Her 5th straight double-double. Final 7.7 is Faye Bless will catch. She'll dribble out of some trouble, hold on to the basketball, and the Cougars will pick up the win. They'll improve to 2-1 on the conference season, 8-8 overall on the year. They move their winning streak to 2, just the second time this season they've won back-to-back games. They do it in a nice fashion, 67-50 over Citrus. Cougars take the win on their home floor. That'll do it for our women's action. Men's action coming up next. Make sure you switch on over. Cougars Sports Network, COC and Citrus on the other side. On the men's side, it's 7 o'clock. Hope to see you for that one as well.